welcome to this week's video. Now this week I bought myself a new PA system, the JBL PRX One, and I'm going to try and do a review of that product that I would have found useful if I'd have been looking for a review before I bought it, because I couldn't find anything that really told me all the things that I needed to know. So here's a little few snippets of what's coming up. First of all, I get my children to help me unbox it. Two fingers. Oh, this is quite... Then I take it on a gig with a band. He's got on cigarette. He's a cowboy. And then I take it on a solo gig. So I did quite a lot of research when I was looking for this PA system, and I found plenty of reviews, but none of them really gave me the information that I was after. Now I wanted to buy a column PA because if you'd watched some of my previous videos, my wife recently bought one of the Mackie SRM Flex, I think it's called, which sounds excellent, but it's a bit restricted. It doesn't have many inputs and it's not all that loud. I've been struggling even on solo gigs to get it loud enough. People are asking me to turn it up and it's already limiting. So I thought I want something in that configuration that's a bit bigger. I looked through everything that was available and it seemed that the JBL suited my purposes the best. It seems to have the highest SPL, which I found out is the best measure of how loud it is, which is sound pressure level, I think, which is 130 dB on this as opposed to the Mackie's 118, which, being nerdy, I believe that every 1 or 2 decibels is double in volume, so it's not like a linear scale. 130 is much louder than 118. So I took the plunge, despite not being able to find everything that I needed, because I thought this was going to be good. I bought it from Guitar. They offer a 30-day return, so I thought, what have I got to lose? Right, let's start off with the unboxing. Now, as I say, I got my children to help me, so here we go. Right, we're going to start an unboxing video, but Marty is having a bit of a rest, so we're going to have to disturb him.
Sorry, Mart, love you.
Go on then.
Cut the tape in preparation so it's an easy unboxing process.
Oh, what are you two doing in the box?
What we ordered. We're sending them back.
Send them back.
Bye.
Right, well that was their idea, so now we're going to go on to the proper unboxing section that they helped me with again. Now, a bit of a warning here, while I was editing this, it did start to make me feel a bit seasick because they were doing the camera work. And it's a bit manic, just to warn you, but I thought it was quite fun. So here we are, here's them helping me to unbox my new PA system. Right, this is the unboxing section of the video, and I've enlisted my helpers.
Hello.
My matching helpers. Oh, and we've got another helper here. He's attacking my feet.
He tried to break the thing.
And it's 50th birthday, it's got a few subtle decorations up. So this is the unboxing of the JBL PRX One, which I shall now wheel in. It's a PA system. And actually it's in a massive box, and I thought...
Can I try and lift it?
You can try.
Ready?
What makes this even more impressive is the man from the courier company carried this up the garden path, and I thought it must be really light, and I said to him, either you're very strong or it's very light, and then I tried picking it up and I couldn't pick it up, so it's very heavy.
As you can see.
So is one of you going to take the camera now, because we can't see it from this angle?
Okay, filming. It's upside down. Go.
Okay, here we are.
Marty.
This is a massive box.
Look, Marty scratched it up. Hey.
Have a look on the... Have a look on the back here. All of the stuff that it does.
I could read that in 3 days.
You're all excited.
Crazy. This is so crazy. I'm filming. He's standing at the door waiting for it. Like this. Postman's getting in!
No, I knew the courier was turning up because I got a notification on my phone. Actually, right. Careful, don't just do the scissors. Here we go.
Oh, health and safety.
Now I've spent ages thinking about getting this. And this is really going to... It's a PA system, it's a speaker system for when I do my gigs. So I've been using the Mackie one.
Is it a speaker?
It's a speaker, yeah. So I've been using the Mackie one that we've got, but it's not very loud, and it's only got 2 inputs.
That's a shame. Sad time.
This one has got a 4-channel mixer on it. Right,
Daddy,
are you filming?
Oh my goodness. Whoa, what's the...
There we are, this is the quick start guide.
Too much cardboard. Oh my goodness.
Well, it is a lot of cardboard. But
can someone else film?
Hang on. Right.
That's
so what we've got here, look, there's the bag.
That's that much packaging for that much stuff.
This is the bag for the the poles or the upright speaker columns.
This is the wires.
Here's the power cable.
Oh, what else we got? Oh, first layer unboxed.
Hang on,
like an LOL doll.
So,
It's like a cake.
No, it's actually an LOL doll.
So I need to get it all back in the box.
Oh, next layer.
Daddy, there's like a bag.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's, what's this bag for?
My goody gosh.
I didn't think this
For
must
the
be
wires.
this must be a cover for the speaker for the bass bin, which I didn't think it had. Maybe that's a new thing.
Oh.
Because
How?
they are in.
Oh. Is it the same that Mummy has, but just like?
Yes, but bigger. And it's got, you can plug more stuff in. On hers, you can only plug 2 things in. Oh, this is much bigger than I was expecting.
Wow. Is it? That's pretty funky.
Right, move the box.
Move the box. Oh my goodness.
Right, can you pull the bag off? There we go. It's a pretty serious
Is it
unit.
pretty funky? What have we got on here? Look at all the nerdy buttons to interest you with.
And look! Whoa! There's 4 like mic lines. Look!
Oh my gosh! This is so. Oh!
Right.
Let's plug it in.
That's so amazing.
Right, no, don't you dare peel that off.
Don't you
I
dare!
love having that on.
Don't you dare!
Oh, that goes in nicely.
Ooh, fancy smell.
Whoa!
This,
Look at
that
that.
plastic, don't touch it. When I like my guitars, I've kept that on there for like years on my guitars.
Why? That's plastic.
Because I like it.
Why?
You're weird.
Whoa! It's gonna touch
cool,
the
isn't it?
roof. It's gonna
There we
touch.
go.
Oh my goodness! Can you see
No,
all
the
the
difference to
details
this-
inside of
Well,
that?
no, can I just mention
Can I
something?
just?
If you look in each of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Can't you see on camera?
There's 8 mini speakers in each
Whoa.
one. The difference with the Mackie one.
Ah, it went off. Oh yeah,
Mackie.
it's in focus now.
So with the Mackie one, the difference is you only get speakers in the top one, and the other ones are just spacers to lift it up. Whereas this has got speakers and all that, so you actually have to keep all of this plugged in. Because on the other versions you don't. You're right. There's only 4 on the bottom one.
Oh my!
There's 8 on the top one. No, look, come and look at the screen, quick.
Oh my! Oh!
Move your fingers out the way. What's it doing?
It's not focusing.
PRX1.
What's that mean?
Stop it!
Daddy, what's that mean?
That's the model.
Oh,
I've got a USB thingy.
Daddy, it
Get your fingers off it.
lumpy.
Okay, I want to explore what this bag is because I read...
It's one to cover it, because that's what
Yeah,
Mum
but I read you didn't get a cover for the bottom bit, so I don't know what this is. Yeah, that's a... There we go.
Whoa! That's
The
so
only problem
funky.
with it is, how do you carry it? Because it hasn't got a hole in the top for the handle.
Actually, that's a bit of
I
a
think that
schoolboy
goes
error
like
with the
that,
design.
No.
It fall out.
That's a bit of an oversight, isn't it? Well, we'll have to work... Once I've taken it off, we'll have to look at that. Right, so first, let's see how simple this is to use. So go to your Bluetooth settings. We're going to see how simple this is to,
Ready?
to do.
Stay on the phone.
When I just find the device, is it on there?
Not yet.
This is disappointing. I'm going to have to read the manual. Don't like having to read the manual.
Because he thinks he's too smart to.
Well, no, it's not that.
No.
Ooh.
I got this from Guitar, and I ordered it
What's
yesterday.
Is it a shop?
Guitar's a shop, yeah, which I bought quite a few bits from. So to pair the Bluetooth, press the main volume menu encoder. Scroll down the settings, then BT settings, BT pairing mode. Right, now try and do your phone.
Connected.
Right, now,
Guys.
is it playing?
Yeah.
Right, hang on then. No, it's not that channel.
It's on minus.
I might have to, oh hang on. Am I going to have to read the manual?
It's gonna be loud. It's on minus, Daddy. No, it's that.
Right, hang on.
You've got to click on that thing.
This song is already 42
Yeah,
seconds
I'll
in.
that sec.
Look,
So that's the main volume. Hang on. No, not too loud because it would be really loud. How do we
It's playing though, the song.
plug in the inputs? Mode select.
Plug. I think you need a microphone.
Gain is flashing. What does that mean?
Is the volume up on your phone?
I can't hear it. Custy, film Daddy. Channel 4. It says channel 4. Film Daddy.
So which channel is
Now you got to move this one. It's channel 4. Oh, I think it's telling you where to move it. What channel is it?
Cassie, just stop. You're not a pro at this.
Oh no, hang on.
Oh no.
You don't want it too loud because otherwise it will scare.
Right, gonna have to stop there. Unfortunately, I forgot that you can't put somebody else's music on your YouTube video. The video might get taken down if we put something else on there, and we put Superstition by Stevie Wonder on, so had to stop here. But anyway, I think we covered most of these salient points in that section. But just to clear up where I was going wrong, and I was getting very frustrated with myself now I know how it works, so I couldn't make the music from the Bluetooth device come out. Basically, you've got two modes. You've got a mixer mode and a channel mode, and there's just one button that swaps between the two. We were in the channel mode, and what it means is you have to press the button for the related channel on the mixer. So I needed to press number 7, and then all the buttons work for channel 7. So you've got volume, bass, treble, reverb, a button for each. If you want to use mixer mode, so you're basically the same as having your faders on your mixing desk, so you've just got the gains for each channel. You press the button, and then channels 1 to 7 you've got the actual overall volume. So it's very intuitive, and it's a very good system actually, but I hadn't quite cottoned onto it as I'd only just got it out the box. But that's what I was doing wrong, and it's very easy to use the PA, as you could see. Once we had it all working, decided to take it apart again to test out the cases. Now I want to see, these all come off fairly easily. They're quite heavy, feel that?
Why?
Be careful.
This is easier than the Mackie one.
Mummy got a black eye or something from getting that thing off. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, now I just want to try this new case, which I didn't believe you got.
Are you going to cut a hole in it?
I mean,
Get Grandma to sew it.
It will protect it while it's...
How are you supposed to carry it?
Well, that is a bit of a design fault, isn't it? I mean, that's a nice cover to keep it protected in the car, but it means you have to put it in the car, then put the cover on,
then you have to like
take the cover off to carry it into the venue.
You have to hold the bottom as well.
Why don't you just get Grandma to cut a hole in it and then like sew the edges
You
on?
can get Grandma to do some modifications.
Daddy, look, you just cut a hole there, and then there's like a hook there. So Grandma.
The cover they provided for the bass bin, quite frankly, is pretty useless. I mean, like I mentioned before, if you want to carry it anywhere, and actually the first gig I took it on, it was raining, so I had to have the cover on, so I had to carry it from underneath because I couldn't carry it with a handle. I'm not sure why they've done that. Well, it's to cut costs, I assume. The other thing which I think would be nice is if the nice case that's got the speaker columns in, if that had a shoulder strap on it, because then you could put that on your back, speaker there, and your guitar in the other hand, and you pretty much can go and do the gig. But they haven't. I have found a way around it. I've got a mic bag with a shoulder strap, so I can put my mic stand and that case of speaker poles in that. So I have found a workaround, but I just thought it would be nice if the cases were slightly better. I know there is an available wheelie case that you can put the bass bin in, but you'd have thought just that simple cover provided with it would have a handle hole in it so you could actually use it. Now, one of the other things that I couldn't find particularly in any of the reviews that I was watching, and I thought I'd mention here because I think it's very useful, you've got two ways of connecting to the PA via Bluetooth. You can connect via audio, which I was doing in that with Ellie's phone, and on a gig I will probably be doing it with my iPad, but at the moment, because my iPad's a bit old, I need to get a new one, I can't load the app onto it. It's an ancient iPad, it's 11 years old, and the latest JBL Connect Pro app won't connect to it, so I've got it on my phone. But what's great is I can load up the app on the phone, and then you have the option to Bluetooth separately to the PA, so you can connect one device for controlling the mixer and you can control another device for the audio, which I think is very useful. Another thing I wanted to know, which I couldn't really find out anywhere, so I had to take a bit of a punt at, is whether this PA would be loud enough to use with a band. It does say it's suitable for sort of medium-sized venues with a couple of hundred people, but it's very difficult to know whether that's really the case. So I just had to get it and try it. And the first gig, the day after I got it, I thought I'm going to take it along. This place where we play, they have a PA, but I thought I'm going to take this along. So I've got a clip here and me using it. Now I have to say it was loud enough. The other thing was we didn't have a monitor. I put it directly behind the singer, and he was using lots of pedals and preamps and stuff, which if you look at this clip you'll notice that the limit light keeps coming on. Now I'm not sure that would have happened in the same way if we were just plugging a microphone directly into it, but it was really good. It was clear as anything. We didn't need a monitor. This PA system, apparently it does all kinds of clever stuff, so even if it's behind you it does all this kind of feedback suppressing stuff, and it was on nearly full volume. He was right in front of it and it didn't feedback at all. That might have been why it reduced in volume a bit and it might have been peaking. I'd have to spend more time with it, but I have to say as a single thing you can carry in one thing there, brilliant. It's plenty loud enough, I think, in a lot of situations. The other good thing was on the output, which you can then lead to another speaker. We didn't plug it into another speaker, but he plugged his wireless in-ear thing in, because it was just him using it. He could use his in-ear monitors out of the system, so pretty useful all in all. So here we are, check out this clip. There was a full band, and we were pretty loud because there were 2 guitars. We normally have a keyboard. If you've been watching my videos and you've seen it before, we normally have Johnny on guitar, but he's away on honeymoon. So yeah, we had 2 guitars, and it's always louder with 2 guitars. Not just because guitarists are more noisy, but because they kind of clash with each other, even though we did play together very well. I hadn't met Louis before, but he's an excellent guitarist, and it was a lot of fun doing that gig. But yes, the vocals were loud enough with the PA right behind us. I think if it had been in front of us, it would have been even more clear. So just watch this. You can see the limit light coming on, but again, as I explained, I think that's probably for all those reasons I just mentioned. This was the one thing I really wanted to know: is it going to be loud enough for using on band gigs? And the answer is pretty much yes. So here we go. This song is Pumped Up Kicks.
Robert's got a quick hand. He'll look around the room for one thing to his prayer. He's got a cigarette. Now he's a cowboy on the 6-shooter gun. With his dad's closet and a box of fun things. I don't even know what. Coming for you, you know he's coming for you. Oh, he got that beat with that one cup face. There's a one that run. What's one my girl? Oh, the other kids with that one cup face. There's a one that.
So that was the first thing. That was a success, I would say. I was very pleased with being able to use it on a band gig. So the next thing was to take it on a solo gig. As I mentioned before, the Mackie column PA we've got, just for me playing solo, is great, but it's a bit limited because it's only got 2 decent inputs that I can use. If I want to do a duo gig or something, it's impossible. There's not enough connections. And this gig that I'm about to show you was supposed to be a duo gig, but Christabel unfortunately wasn't very well, so I went and did the gig on my own. But it's got enough inputs for us both to be able to plug in. And I'm going to show you this song. This was only the second song, so I'd spent a little while dialing in the sounds. I'm not going to bother showing you all of the EQ settings with the app and everything, because there's lots of other videos out there that do that. I wanted to show you these kind of live clips that I didn't find anywhere else. But suffice it to say, it's very user-friendly. There's presets, which I have the lead vocal. There's a male vocal preset that I've got on my microphone, which sounded pretty good, so I used that. I did try the acoustic guitar preset on my acoustic guitar, but in actual fact I've already got EQ and stuff on my quad Cortex that I'm using, and I think that probably cancelled each other out. So in the end I took all kind of EQ presets off. I didn't have any effects on the guitar either because they're all coming from my effects unit. But I did use a bit of reverb and a bit of delay on the vocal, which I think sounded fantastic. This takes me to the only thing that I wish this PA did have, and that is like I have on my other PAs, a foot switch where you can turn off the reverb when you're speaking in between the songs. Now what there is, and when I get another iPad, I think this will be useful, there is a button on the app that you can press that disables all the effects, which does the same thing. I wonder if there's any way that I can do it to configure a foot switch to the Bluetooth to the iPad or something that will turn it off. But anyway, that's a minor one, but I have to say I think it's sounding fantastic. So I'm going to show you this first one just to hear a bit of acoustic guitar, me just playing acoustic and then singing, just so you can hear it. This was only the second song, so I pretty much just plugged it in. I started to refine it through the gig, but this was pretty much plugging in and just going without fiddling about with it too much. So this is just what it sounds like.
She's a good girl, she loves someone, that's Jesus in America too. She's a good girl, she's crazy about us, loves horses and her boyfriend too.
Then I'm going to show you this. This was a little bit later on the gig, so I've done a little bit of playing around with it, but this is just to show you what it sounded like, looping up, doing a bit of bass and drums on the guitar, just so you can get a bit more impression of what that sounds like. we are. Now, to conclude, I have to say I'm really, really pleased with this. I'm very glad I got this PA. I wish there'd have been some reviews that helped me and I didn't have to take such a gamble on this, but I took the gamble and it paid off. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to use this PA as a vocal PA only. You know, you can't plug everything into it, but as a vocal PA for small gigs, I think it's going to be perfect. And for doing solo and duo gigs, it sounds fantastic. It sounds probably, it does sound better than the Mackie, just because it's bigger and it's got more effects on it, and it's twice the price. But the Mackie sounds great. This sounds great. Really pleased I got it. My only niggles are the covers that it comes with. I think they're pretty poor and they could do with being better. But other than that, I think it sounds fantastic. I hope it's going to be reliable. It has a 7-year warranty, so I guess it doesn't really matter for the first 7 years if it goes wrong, although it'll be a pain in them to send it back. All in all, I recommend it. Very good. And I'm very pleased I bought it. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was useful. Hope it gave you some insight into the PRX One, which you weren't able to get off other videos, like I wasn't. I'm going to leave you with another clip from that first gig where we used it. This is basically an electric guitar solo, which has got absolutely nothing to do with the PA, but I just wanted to play you this, and you can hear at the very end, the PA comes back in, and you can hear that it's nice and clear. So you'll have to watch it to the end if you want to hear the PA again. Please hit the bell, hit subscribe, hit like, leave me a comment. Always like to get a nice comment. I'm bringing out new videos every Friday at 7 PM UK time, so I hope to see you next week.
In my mind, I'm painting